And I'm contemplating this word, depravity, because I heard that word recently and it seemed to fit what I'm seeing in the world. I'm just wondering if we've lost our moral compass, if we know where we're going. Are we guided by some moral principle? This is what I want to talk about today. My dog is guided, but I don't think it's by a moral principle. There's my doggy. He just wants to sniff and poop in the right places. But I would say he's not lacking in moral decency. Hello, my name is Marie Elise, and I wrote The Realm of Unity, a utopian fantasy or a guidebook home to yourself. Have we reached an all-time low? I had to look up the word depravity. Wickedness. A state characterized by lacking all moral decency. Characterized by lacking all moral decency. Perversion. That's what the word means. Depravity is a state of deep moral corruption. And kind of how do we come back to our essential nature of peace and kindness and love when what we're seeing just kind of defies all sense of moral decency in the world? You know, with these files that have been released, with these wars that are going on, and this kind of somehow a lack of ability to care about your fellow human beings and care about their lives. And this bodes the question, like, how do we reconnect? How do we find... Sorry, I'm like being led around by my dog. How do we find our moral compass? And how can we be guided by something beautiful when it seems like there's so much ickiness going on in the world? And I would say that the ickiness going on in the world, the depravity that we see, is actually a kind of guiding light, as odd as that sounds. Because when you see something just so kind of horrendous in the world, you can know with absolute clarity what you don't want. It shines a light really, really brightly on what you don't want in the world. And from there, the point is to establish what it is that you do want. So if we don't want a world that is run by wickedness and perversion and no moral code, then clearly there is something inside of us that is longing for some kind of moral guideline, moral guidance. And I would say my moral code of ethics has to do with valuing life, valuing the goodness of life, and seeing each and every human as worthy. And not just worthy, but essential to bring something beautiful and something remarkable into the world. Because this is how we build a new world, my friends. This is how we do it. We reach deep inside ourselves and we access our gifts. But you can only do that when you recognize and awaken that magnificent part of you, that part of you that is so amazing and incredible, and the part of you that has gifts that only you can give to the world. Yes, we all have something that only we can give to the world. We all have our little part to play in the dynamic. Think of it as this body, and we're all cells, and each and every cell has something to offer, something that it needs to do, something that contributes to the health of the body. So this world is like a body. And this really speaks to, in my mind, body sovereignty. Because there's this blur that I see happening, like about control versus body sovereignty. That we are here to make manifest heaven on earth. But we can only do that when we follow our inner guidance. And we ideally are supported to follow that guidance without question and get all the support that we need. And when we follow that guidance, something magical happens. It leads us to everything we've ever wanted, everything we've ever desired. When we really truly access that beauty inside of us, suddenly everything starts coming to us. Everything we've ever wanted, everything we've ever dreamed possible, and more. And more. This isn't about control over. So if we try to force everybody into a certain box that we think they should be in, everyone needs to behave a certain way, everybody needs to do a certain thing, everybody has to be a certain way, this kind of control grid that some people talk about, that we hear about, and we see it in movies and things like this idea that we need more control in order to fix the world. But the truth is, we need to support each other in accessing our light, because forcing others to be the way you think they should be is a recipe for disaster. It's kind of what we're in right now. We've all been kind of programmed by the Matrix. And I don't mean to sound all conspiratorial, but we're not really living our lives for ourselves. We've been conditioned, this program, this life, we've been conditioned to live in a certain way. And that has taken us away from the light inside of us. That has taken us away from the truth of who we are and what we're here to do. And so, as we awaken, as we waken up, as we wake up, and as we kind of see more and more the depravity in the world, the ickiness in the world, it's meant to activate. Like, for me, it activates a lot of anger. And I've been exploring that. Like, what is this? It's like, I'm angry because of the ways I have pushed myself down, the ways I have kept myself small, the ways I've avoided speaking out and living my life full out. And, it's time. It is time because, our world is kind of collapsing all around us, right? I mean, I see it. Do you see it? I see it. And it's time for us to access that incredibly beautiful, beautiful light inside of each and every one of us. And it's that same light that we all have. And ideally, we all support each other in accessing so that we can truly, truly, truly create this more beautiful world. And if you want to see what a world like that might look like, a world that is based on freedom and sovereignty and welcoming and abundance, this is my book, The Realm of Unity. And it presents that possibility. And it's an immersive experience. It's designed to activate all those hidden light codes in your DNA to help you remember the possibility of what we have available to us in every single moment. And I forget all the time. I sink and I get depressed and I feel like, oh, this world is so awful. And then I realize, like, oh no, I set this up. This is my alarm bell that I set to wake me up when I was ready. And now I'm ready. And here I am speaking out, calling to you, because that is part of my purpose. And so I'm inviting you calling you actually forward to show up in your beauty and your wisdom and your truth and speak it no matter what, and do it. Do that thing that your heart is calling you to do, because that's where the magic comes from. That's what we need right now. So if there's something in the world that you see that you don't like, let it inform you. Let it guide you. Let it show you a better way. Okay, my friends, I send you so much love. Mwah. Hi, Zach. Hi.